If you walk into a casino and you start looking at all the slot machines and you're walking down the aisle and one says $1 million jackpot, $2 million jackpot, and you're walking and you see a bunch of people, jackpot just went off here, the sirens are going off, or you go to the store and you buy a lottery ticket and you're picking out your lottery ticket and you're looking at the 30 selections on the plastic counter and you're looking at this one and this one and this one. What's this one? Oh, this one says, bro, we can make $1 million. Let's pick this one. It says $1 million. And the reason why you bought that lottery ticket or the reason why you stopped at the specific slot machine in the casino is because the perceived likelihood of achievement, it was very clear what the maximum payout was. So if you're running a marketing agency or a SMMA or a B2B business and you're having a difficult time signing clients, it's very likely that the reason that is the case is because nobody has any idea what a probable outcome is for you. Why would anybody on the planet give you money? Because your business, people paying you money, is quite literally the equivalent of them buying a lottery ticket or going to the casino and spinning a slot machine. There is no other function as to why somebody would pay you money if you're running a marketing agency or SMMA. No one is giving you money besides from the function of making more money. They quite literally want to put $10 in and get 100 out. So the problem with a lot of people is you are operating your business casinos and you are asking people for money, but you have no jackpot. So if we were to take a distribution of what exactly is important to get cold traffic to purchase something from you, not referral traffic, because people will come in and they'll go, I close 50% of clients. No. You close 50% of referral traffic because the referral traffic approached you because they were referred by another client you're already working with who shared their quantifiable results with that referral, and then the referral went to you because now they had context of what the quantifiable results were, right? So it is objectively, in an absolute truth sense, like I am correct. It is case studies all the way down. It is perceived possible results that somebody can get via working with you. And nobody does it. Nobody pays you money unless that exists, unless they have context as to what is actually possible as a payoff. Because if you're selling something like Google ads as a service, nobody buys Google ads as a service. They buy the quantifiable end result that you will achieve for them via using Google ads as a mechanism. This is a three-piece thing. It's you, Google ads, promised end result to the client. Nobody buys the mechanism. They buy the end result that the mechanism is used to facilitate the end result in the first place. So let me give you an example, because you might think that you're promising a quantifiable end result, but you're not actually doing it correctly. And I'm going to do this via two examples. So let me give you one. I have a client and he is selling Google ads. In fact, and what he's saying on his website is, we'll help you make an extra $100,000 to $300,000 per year in revenue with Google ads. Now, the problem with this is when you say Google ads, people know that ads cost money. So they have no understanding as to what the profit actually is, right? Because you can make me $1 million on Google ads, but if it costs $1 million to make the $1 million in revenue, I have a margin, I'm just gonna lose money. It's completely worth it, right? What is the return on ad spend? What is the profit? What is the end result? The promised end goal that I want is profit. Can you make profit? Yes or no? This is a very simple thing to understand. Let me give you another story to help you understand much clearer. A little bit ago, I was looking on YouTube because I wanted to find somebody who was getting return on ad spend, like raw actual profit in Twitter ads. I wanted to find someone on the planet, buy a consulting call for them, do whatever, and just find out how they're making money on Twitter ads. So therefore, I need to find someone who's making profit on Twitter ads. So I go on YouTube and I look up Twitter ads, or Twitter ads case studies, or Twitter ads results, Twitter ads tutorial, Twitter ads campaign, Twitter ads ROAS, right? I watched like 40 videos. Now, there's like 30 videos online of people saying, Twitter ads is crazy, you need to start doing it right now. And I go and I watch the videos, and they're walking you through a campaign and showing you the campaign results, and they're like, look, this is at 1 cent per click, this is 2 cents per click, like these clicks are so cheap. And then they never reveal what the return on ad spend is. And then you go in the comments, and all it says is, what's the return on ad spend? What's the return on ad spend? What's the return on ad spend? Every single comment is like that. And then I look at all 30 variations of these videos because I start watching the new videos now. Now I have context that nobody actually reveals what the return on ad spend is because they're just doing clickbait shit. So I'm going through, go to the next video, go straight to the comment. Every single comment, again, like all of the others, is what's the return on ad spend? What's the return on ad spend? So this is the equivalent of you prospecting to clients and you are not saying what the return return on ad spend. What is the profit that you are capable of helping them achieve? And this got to the point where I'm looking at the videos, I skip the video, go straight to the comments. And now when you're sending cold emails or you're contacting or cold outreaching to clients and you're not telling them what results are even able to capably achieve in the first place, this is the same thing as me skipping the video and going straight to the comments, because you're not promising a quantifiable end result, so they just entirely ignore you because they're sick of people saying they can do something with no fucking results. And now I additionally know this is correct because if I take recordings of all of our sales calls from our sales team and I write down the questions of every single question that can conceivably ask, and I write all these questions down on a piece of paper and I put tallies next to every single time a question is asked, the most common question is, what is the expected ROI? And if there's 10 people asking it, there's 1,000 people asking it. And that is the reason why if you make a landing page and you're broad, oh, we're a full service marketing agency, we help our clients grow their business. How much? By how much? What have you done? Where are your case studies? Where is this? And now a question somebody might give is, well, I don't have case studies, so what is the quantifiable result I can give in the first place? One, keep it broad, right? You will work on a performance basis only until you get case studies. And once you have the case studies, now it's pretty clear in your own mind as well what you personally are capable of achieving. And only after you get the case studies are you able to deduce that in the first place. But when you don't have case studies, you aren't able to do that. So you need to work on a performance basis. And that is the value proposition with which you sign people in the first place. You only get paid when they profit. That is the single best value proposition that you could conceivably have when you have no case studies. And I'm not suggesting this to you. I'm telling you, this is a requirement. You have to do that. It is literally the only way. And I've watched videos on YouTube before. I clicked one time and the dude was like, what to say when a client asks if you guarantee results? And I watched the video and this fucking dude is just finagling around. He's like, well, sometimes the results have to go like this, and I have to do this, and it's custom to your bit. Bro, shut the fuck up. What are the results? What is the ROI? And if you aren't sure of what the ROI is, simply work on a performance basis. Like, it's really that simple. This is a better way that you should approach life, right? How about, instead of needing to finagle your way around wild degree of sales trickery, just make it logical. Or it's like, yes, Mr. Prosper, you understand, I am in fact a beginner. I do in fact have no case studies. And that's exactly why I want to work on a completely performance basis, where I'm only going to make money if I'm able to make you money, right? That requires precisely zero sales trickery. Zero. It's very simple to just do that. And this is correct. This concept I'm sharing with you is just objectively correct. It just is, right? So if I want to get you interested in my stuff at Client Ascension, I must always approach it from either showing you a case study of results that were able to get achieved via a cold email campaign, showing you a case study of a client's results, or making a claim of you can make this much money, right? And then backing it up with evidence, because the claim has to be backed up with evidence. But again, then we go back to the point where it's like, you can't promise a quantifiable end result if you don't have the case studies in the first place. Therefore, you must work on a performance basis, because now that is the value proposition in the first place. Do you see how simple this really just is? It isn't difficult. Like, you should definitely watch this video back like 5 times, because I promise you, if you do what I'm saying, it works. Because it's exactly what I did. And it's exactly how I've scaled up 4 separate companies. We have 40 team members right now. We've worked with over 1,000 people. I don't do this sales trickery over here and make sure you do this and this super special. It's just logical. This is the offer. This is the expected ROI and results based off of the case studies that we're able to produce. That's it, right? And obviously, in the beginning, it's more difficult to get the case studies because you need the case studies to get the client. You need the client to get the case studies in the first place. How do you get out of that downward spiral loop? And the way is working by a performance basis so you can get the case study and then you can get a client. So you enter the upward spiral loop, right? That's all you do. Like that is it. And now a good delineation of what actually works like hilariously well is what is banned on ads managers, like what you're not allowed to do on Facebook ads or TikTok ads or some shit. So like, let me give you, for instance, I had a TikTok ad account get banned. And what they did in the ticket when they sent it to me, like why I was banned, they screenshotted the landing page I was sending traffic to. It was all my case stuff. They were like, this is a high income claim. I'm like, this is real. Like these are real case studies. Like, that's the thing, right? Now, for instance, you can't make a before and after picture. You're selling like a weight loss thing, or it's like, here's my weight loss program, or this supplement, you put a before and after picture of someone, like they're heavy and then they lose 30 pounds, and you're not allowed to do that. If something is not allowed, typically it works hilariously well, right? And that's only via ads managers. So you don't put the case studies in the ads, right? So if you're going to use case studies and you are using ads, you'd have to do it via the direct conversations with the person. You have to do it over there. But the expected ROI and the case studies and the perceived likelihood of results and the results itself, like what is even capable in the first place, that is required in order for you to get people to give you money. So it has to come somewhere in the process of taking somebody from cold to buyer, right? You can't do it on the front end of ads, but the best delineation of what works is what is banned on an ads manager. Like 100% of the time. And the reason why it's banned on an ads manager is because, you ever heard the term marketers ruin everything? Well, it's like a very specific small category of psychopaths who say things like that, and they fake case studies and they fake testimonials. But I'm going to make an assumption here that you aren't a psychopath and you're going to actually operate your business with integrity, which you 100% should be doing, right? However, that doesn't mean, just because you're operating with integrity doesn't mean that you have to skip that point where you actually produce the case studies in the first place. They are required. Like, people need to know how much they could conceivably make. If someone comes to me and they offer me a real estate investment, like, the first thing I'm doing is looking at the NOI sheet. How much money can this thing make? Because I'm not investing in it unless it produces a return. That is the entire function of buying it in the first place, is to make money. It's the same thing with your agency. Same exact thing. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the dimensions of results. So let's say, for instance, that I'm telling people about a cold email campaign. So what are the dimensions of results that are outputs of the campaign? So like, one dimension would be how many replies we got. The next down dimension would be how many interested replies did we get. The next dimension downward would be how many calls were booked. The next dimension downward would be how many clients did we sign, right? So you have these levels of dimensions that can conceivably be achieved via working with you, right? And the deeper down you put the dimension in the case study or the perceived results possible, the deeper down those dimensions go, the better it works. So I can sit here and I can say, if I'm running a Google Ads agency or a Facebook Ads agency, I can say, look at all these email addresses we got. Look at all these opt-ins or these leads we got. Nobody gives a shit about how many leads you got. Nobody cares, right? And then you get down to calls. Look at the cost per call we were able to get. Now people start to care a little bit more, because that's a deeper dimension down, right? It's a better value proposition. It's closer. The dimension you are promising is closer to the real, actual end goal they want. Do you see what I mean? Engagement on the ads is the farthest dimension away you can conceivably get from the true end goal they want, which is profit. The next dimension down is leads. The next dimension down is calls. The next dimension down is profit, what they really want. The closer you get in the dimension to the real, actual result they want, the better this will work. Now, what if you don't know what quantifiable promise to give to people? What if you really just don't know what the expected ROI of the results that you can give to someone are? Well, let me do it like this. What if I told you to just say this on a sales call? Well, Mr. Prospect, what would you consider a win? What kind of results would you want for you to consider this a good investment for you? Oh, if you could get this, I'd consider it a win. Okay, cool. Do you think that's a reasonable expectation for them to have? Do you think it's reasonable that you could get results like that? And if so, say it. And if it's a totally unreasonable request from them, one, they're probably a shitty business in the first place, but two, just tell them, I don't think I'm capable of doing that. Like, based off this variable and this variable and this variable, I don't think I'd be able to get you that with my service. And then that's it. You go on to the next one. Okay, so if you want us to help you build your agency or your B2B business and teach you how to send 10,000 cold emails per month, sometimes 20,000, we send hundreds of thousands per month. I'm going to leave a link in the description, clientascension.com. We will show you how to do that. We will guarantee you results. And if you want to watch more about me, click on this video right here. And if you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I would massively appreciate it. It does in fact help the algorithm. Thank you very much for watching.